Hello everyone, it's Petko Alexandrov and I continue recording the video on the next day after I have placed the expert advisors on the charts, and you can see that already I have 128 euro of a profit, which is 1.28%, and I consider that result as fantastic for one day trading. And you can see that I have some trades open currently, and if I click on the account history you will see that I have many trades opened and closed. For the beginners, where we see red, this is the stop loss hit, where we see green, the take profit was hit. All the other trades were closed because of the exit condition. In the strategies, here is a nice take profit of 81 euro. And you can notice that some of the expert advisors are with 0-1. So if you remember, the individual expert advisors we have placed with entry lot 0-1, and the portfolio expert advisors with 0.01. So this is why some of the experts have a bigger or smaller profit, but with how much you will be trading, one more time, that is your own decision. And you see from all of these trades, I have 128 euros of a profit. However, just looking at the account history, it is very hard to see which expert advisors are profitable and which are losing for the moment, right? And now I will show you how to connect your account to a statistical website called FX Blue, which will make it very easy for you to choose which EAs or which strategies you would like to continue trading with, or which one you want to remove, or which ones you want to put on your live trading account. Alright, so now I'm in FX Blue, and these are the statistics that I see for the same account where I have the strategies. So now I will show you a little bit more about it, and if you have no experience with FX Blue, you can do the same thing with my FX Book, and I guess there are other websites, but this one works really easy. And if you haven't done it, I will just go back to the home page. All you need to do is to click on FX Blue Live. And if you don't have experience with FX Blue, I will show you how to register. I will just duplicate the tab and then I will click on FX Blue Live. So I will log out from this account. As you see that you have account synchronization, publisher, RPA, but I will be using account synchronization, and depends if you are using MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5, you click on register. So in this case I would click on MetaTrader 4, and then here I need to select the broker server. So it depends which broker, which server. You need to find it in the list. Most of the regulated and huge brokers are in here, and then you need to write down your account number, and you need to write down your read-only password. So the read-only password is the investor password, which some brokers will send you with the registration email. Others will not send it and you need to ask their support. Or for example, with Dukascopy, I had to log in into the cabinet they offer, and from there I can set my read-only password or the investor password. So it depends really on the broker in this case from where you can get that password. And then you put down your email, click on register, and after that you will see a link, account synchronization. Make sure to click on it and then click on save without doing anything. So basically just synchronize your MetaTrader account with this website. Alright, so this is how you can register. Once you're registered, you can click on statistics, and there are so many statistics that I'm not going to cover right now. I will just show you the strategy tab, where we see something very interesting. We see the strategies, but you see on the left side we have the magic number, so they're separated and each line shows the performance of the strategy, basically how many trades it had, what was the gross profit, gross loss. The net profit is obviously something we are looking for, so if you just click on it you will see that the results are arranged by the losses. If I click one more time, they're arranged by the profits, and there is one strategy so far that does really great results, 189 euro of a profit, and then we have the profit factor, which is all the profits divided by all the losses, and how many winners, how many losers. And if I scroll to the right, you will see that we have a lot of statistics, average pips, net pips, how many lots were traded, and so on. Okay, so now what I am focusing on is the magic number, and this is what I want to show you. That's the difference with MetaTrader. Here easily we can see which strategy from the expert advisors that we are testing makes most net profit or has the biggest profit factor, how many trades it did, and from here you can create your own rule. And if I go to the account history in MetaTrader, you will see that even if I display the magic numbers, I need to right click on the bar and click on comments. You will see I have the comments or the magic numbers on the side, and if I arrange them by the comment, I will see, for example, this strategy 200 ending on 000. This is the first strategy for the pound dollar. It did 3 trades and here are the results. But imagine if I'm trading more weeks or months, there will be so many trades from each strategy and I will need to calculate it, and in one moment it will be impossible for me to see which are the profitable strategies and which are the losing ones. Even at the moment it's hard for me to say that, but if I look at FX Blue, just from the first view I can see that this strategy is the one that brought me most profits. And for example, the one that I just had a look at on MetaTrader, it's right here. See 3 trades and that's the net profit it's losing for the moment. Alright, so from FX Blue, because of the magic numbers, we see the results of each individual strategy, and as well for the portfolio expert advisors. Okay, so if I click on the magic number, it will arrange the portfolio expert advisors. So on the top are all for the euro dollar. I know each strategy in this portfolio expert advisor, how it performed by the moment, which one is profitable, which one is losing. So basically the euro dollar strategies for the moment are losing, except that one. For the euro pound are doing much better. This strategy had a good profit of 7 euro. And keep in mind that I have placed the portfolio expert advisors with 0.01. Okay, and the regular expert advisors, I have placed them with 0.10. Alright, so be careful when you are looking at the statistics to make sure that you are looking at the right thing or you're calculating it properly, because if this strategy from the portfolio expert advisor did 7 euro and 21 cents with 0.01, that would equal to 72 euro and 10 cents if it was trading with 0.1 like the one that we have on the top. Alright, and for this reason I usually do not put strategies with different lots in one account, but I just wanted to show you for the purpose of these videos how it works and what's the difference when you trade single expert advisor and when you trade with many expert advisors. The accurate thing in this case would be to look at the net pips, because it really doesn't matter what is the entry lot. The pips are not related to the lots. Okay, so if you are trading in one account portfolio expert advisors and individual expert advisors with different lots, then you can look at the net pips. Alright, so now having these results, you can create your own system how to follow the results. The easiest thing obviously would be just to pick this expert advisor with magic number 9315991. Let's have a look at it in MetaTrader. It is this one ending on 991. This strategy is for the pound dollar on M15 and it is the most profitable for the moment. But what I teach in my courses is that you need to diversify the risk between different strategies, and this is why we include many strategies and expert advisors in the bundle. So I would suggest you, for example, to try the top 3 that did most net profit, or the top 5, or in this case you can get the top 3 from the individual expert advisors and the top 3 from the portfolio expert advisors. Okay, so for example, this strategy, and this strategy, which is the strategy ending on 6 for euro pound, the strategy ending on 3 for pound dollar, and strategy ending on 1 for pound dollar. Now, probably you might ask yourself how I'm going to trade only one of the strategies since they are in a portfolio expert advisor. Now I will show you that. For the individual expert advisors, it is obvious. If you want to put on your live account this strategy, all you need to do is to go to File, Open Data Folder, MQL4, Experts, and you find the strategy with the magic numbers. So it was the one ending on 991. It is right over here. Okay, you copy, you paste it on your live account, and you can start trading with it. Now what happens with the strategies that are in portfolio expert advisor? I will open it in the meta editor, which is the application where developers are coding the expert advisors. This is where you can modify the expert advisors if you want. Usually I don't touch anything in the code of the strategies because I'm not a developer, but I will show you something very simple which will allow you to use just any of the strategies that you want from the portfolio expert. Okay, so here where you see the strategies, you see when I scroll through the code, it's very different. You will recognize it easily. Here are the strategies with the take profit and the parameters, the indicators, and so on. So if I go back quickly to the FX Blue, and I said, for example, that I want to trade the top individual expert advisors for the moment, for the current market conditions, these 3, it is easy. You find them in the folder and you can put them on your live account. And below I have the top 3 that are for the portfolio expert advisors. Now let me show it for the pound dollar. Let's say that I want to continue trading on this account or to trade on my live account just the 2 that are ending on 3 and the other one that is ending on 1. Okay, I will go to the meta editor, and what I will do, I will disable all the other strategies. So in front of the signal list, or this is the exit signal and the entry signal, I will put 2 slashes, which usually in programming means comment, and this will disable this strategy. All right, the one ending on 1, I will keep it. Ending on 2, I will disable by adding 2 times slash. 3, I will keep it, and then all the rest I will just disable. All right, here it is. Let me do it for all of the strategies. And all I need to do after that is just to click on compile. Now, after I click on compile, these changes apply to this portfolio expert advisor. From now on, only the strategies that I have left, or the one ending on 1 and the one ending on 3, will trade and the others are disabled. Basically, I just tested which strategies from these 10 are performing best, and now if I want to move this expert advisor to my live account, it will be with the applied changes. But in this case, you will need to copy the compiled file, okay, the ex4 file. And of course, if you are doing this straight to the live account, you can just remove the ones that you don't want to trade with and continue trading with the profitable strategies. Alright, so this is how we follow the results, how we test so many expert advisors. Might look complicated at the beginning, but if you do it 1-2 times following what I showed in these videos, I'm sure you will manage to do it. And of course, in our courses in the Academy, we explain more about managing the expert advisors, trading with them, how we move from demo to live account, what rules we follow in here. For example, you can take the top 5 strategies that have profit factor above 1.2 and that did minimum 3 or 5 trades already, so you know that these strategies are in their profitable phase. Basically, our method in the academy is to test many expert advisors on demo accounts, follow their results, and we put on live accounts the expert advisors, the strategies that are currently profiting on the market, okay, that are in their winning phase. And this is how we achieve more constant results, and we do a great risk diversification because we trade many strategies and not only one. Many expert advisors in one trading account. And one more time, I have selected these 3 randomly and this set randomly just to show you an example of how you can do that, how to place the EAs on MetaTrader and how to follow the results. From there, it's your own choice how you will manage it, how many EAs you will be trading, but I always suggest our traders not to hurry with live trading accounts. Spend more time on demo until you're confident in what you're doing. You can open a second demo account and move the top performers or the current winning expert advisors on another demo account where you will simulate live trading, so you'll master everything you do before risking real money on the market. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. Cheers!